Hello, one and all. Welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. Title of this video, 2 reasons why I think Umar Nurmagomedov will become champion of bantamweight division 2025. Before getting started, make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification to get all of this that is new. From this channel, your channel, the one and only MMA Vision Analysis. We are all familiar with the Nurmagomedov last name now. This name, thanks to Khabib, has quickly propelled itself to become perhaps the most noticeable name in mixed martial arts now. At least certain parts of the world, that's definitely the case. Nurmagomedov is it's a brand at this point, really, whether Khabib is utilizing it that way or not. And that also comes with something when you're a Nurmagomedov, whether you're Usman Nurmagomedov, champion of lightweight division in Bellator, or you're Umar Nurmagomedov. Usman is the champion lightweight division in Bellator. We have Umar Nurmagomedov, who's going to be challenging Nurmagomedov for that bantamweight title, UFC 311. You have to live up to the great Khabib. What did Khabib have? He had tremendous world-class wrestling. As a matter of fact, Khabib's wrestling, I believe, is the standard. It's the golden standard that everything has to live up to. And a great example of what Khabib Nurmagomedov's wrestling's like, you only have to look as far as the lightweight division and also the welterweight division. That's Khabib Nurmagomedov influence directly. Created 2 champions already. Perhaps the third in the UFC is in the making, in the form of Umar Nurmagomedov, who obviously has this style. Wrestling. So if Dvalishvili decides to come into this fight thinking that his wrestling is going to win him this fight, I would question that decision, because in this camp, and I'm talking about Umar's camp, what kind of wrestling hasn't he seen? Recently, allegedly, Bilal Muhammad joined that camp. You have Islam Makhachev and you have Khabib, right? And everybody else. And they're all wrestling-based, pretty much. So what kind of wrestling is Mirab going to bring that Umar hasn't seen? I question that. That's always open for, always open for interpretation or open to be answered the night of the fight. I could be stunned by Mirat Dvalishvili, but just looking at all this, like, how is he going to bring a level of wrestling that the guy hasn't seen before? Reason number 1, tremendous wrestling. Reason number 2, that I think Umar will be successful against Mirat Dvalishvili, UFC 311, and that's his striking abilities. This guy is known as a striker. If you missed a fight against Corey Sandhagen, then you truly missed out on one of the highest paced fights for me in recent memory. And it was very hard for me to wrap my head around just how good Umar Nurmagomedov looked that night. Just taking into consideration his opponent, Corey Sandhagen. Corey Sandhagen, I believe still, till this day, is not only premier level fighter in the bantamweight division, but he's a prime example to what a world-class MMA fighter looks like across all divisions in the UFC. And that means all over the world by that definition, just taking into consideration that the UFC is the cream of the crop, right? We get the best of the best. So for Umar to be able to defeat Corey Sandhagen, which was a fight majority on the standing up, that's the shocking part about it, right? The pace and the striking abilities of Umar Nurmagomedov is also world class. So Merab will have his hands full. I want to say that Umar's probably wanting this fight to be on the ground. Standing up more than on the ground. But if Merab decides to take it, and if he's even able to take Umar down to the ground, then first of all, taking the guy down is going to be a whole thing, right? And then if you get in the clinch, I just question the power, the strength, the naturally bigger guy that is Umar Nurmagomedov, the younger guy, the undefeated Umar Nurmagomedov, right? And that's reason number two. His striking, it's world class. So this guy has world class wrestling, led by the one, the only Khabib Nurmagomedov, training alongside Islam Makhachev and Bilal Muhammad. And he has world-class wrestling that was on pure display, especially last time around against Corey Sandhagen. The undefeated Umar Nurmagomedov, I believe, is the closest fighter to claim that bantamweight title. If you made it this far, I appreciate you for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe for more.